Hey again everyone, so I'm back with another review for you today, and that is on Snow White and the Huntsman, a novel by Lily Blake, and as always I'll read you the back of the book. She is destined. Either the Queen will kill her or the Huntsman will transform her into a warrior. 10 years ago the stunning and vengeful Queen Ravenna murdered her king the same fateful night she married him, but controlling the now desolate kingdom has begun to take its toll on the evil Queen. To keep her magic and beauty from dying she must consume a heart that is pure, and the only one that has been under her cruel watch all along, and belongs to the king's daughter. Ravenna calls for the imprisoned Snow White, but the young woman escapes from the castle and seeks refuge in the dark forest. Because the forest is enchanted with magical flora and deadly fauna, the Queen sends for the only man who has ventured into the woods and survived, a tortured huntsman called Eric. With his hope long forsaken, the huntsman agrees to bring back the girl, but when Eric finds his prey, he hesitates. Will he kill her, or will he train her to become the greatest warrior the kingdom has ever known? In this breathtaking new vision of the legendary tale, Snow White must find her own happy ending. Okay, so I read this after I saw the movie, just to get that out there right now, and the book has the movie poster cover. So I really like the cover. I like that you have like the dark forest on the edge, and then like the enchanted forest, the sanctuary on the inside, with Snow White there in the middle. Um, I really enjoyed both the movie and the book. There are some slight differences. Um, they're kind of minor. They're not like major differences. Um, there are a couple of extra scenes in the book. Um, I really enjoyed both. They're not perfect. There are some things that I think could have been improved maybe in both the book and the movie. What I really loved about both the book and the movie is that Snow White kind of becomes kick-ass basically. Um, I love that it's darker and creepier. I loved the Huntsman. Oh my god, I'm totally in love with the Huntsman. In both the book and the movie. Um, what's great about the book though, let's concentrate on the book, is that I love that we get to read in like three different perspectives. We get to read in Snow White's perspective, the Huntsman's perspective, and the evil Queen's perspective. And while the movie is good, that you obviously visually see everything, and the movie visually is breathtaking. Um, in the book, I love that we get to get that extra insight into the characters, because you get to read what they're actually feeling and what they're actually thinking, which obviously you don't really get to portray on screen very clearly. Particularly with the Huntsman, his character becomes you kind of get it more, like once you've seen the movie and you read the book, you kind of get that bigger insight into him, because his wife was murdered, um, but what the detail you get in the film is kind of minimal, whereas you get more depth in the book, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. Um, Writing wise, it was really well written. I mean, she adapted the screenplay into novel form, and I think she did it really well. A lot of the time I steer clear of these sort of adaptations of the screenplay, because they're normally quite awful. But this one was really good. It's only like 220 pages, but it's really well written. The pacing is amazing. I was never bored. I was just constantly reading it. Um, Also, she wrote what she had to, and what I mean is she didn't take a paragraph to write what she could write well in a sentence. So it wasn't like just baffling and waffling on. She just wrote what she had to. I really enjoyed it. I've read quite a few reviews where they say read the book first before you see the movie. I don't think it really matters. I personally think I got more out of it reading the book after I saw the movie, but I don't think it would really make that big of a difference, as it is obviously adapted from the screenplay. I gave both the movie and the book 4 out of 5 stars, because I loved the action in it. I loved how dark it was. Obviously, I loved the Huntsman. The Queen was so evil. I loved her. Visually breathtaking, and in the book you get a sense of that. She describes everything really well, but both the movie and the book were lacking the romantic element of the fairy tale. I mean, I loved the dark twist on the fairy tale, I really, really did, but I feel like there should have been a swoon-worthy romance in there somewhere. I mean, there just should. I mean, she's supposed to be woken up with a kiss, and she is, but then that goes nowhere. And I was just thinking, I wanted that in there to sort of balance it out, because it's all action, all creepy. I just feel like, yes, it should have that romance on the other side to just complement it, to just finish it off perfectly. And in the book, the romance is sort of more hinted at. There's more of it. Not a lot. I'm still lacking it, but more than the movie. There is a sequel planned and a possible third movie. At the moment, while I want that romantic element, I need it, I want it in there, I don't see currently how both the book and the movie end, how or what is going to be in there. I don't see what else can be done with it. I mean, I look forward to seeing what happens, but how it's left off, how everything concludes, you can't just then concentrate on the romance. It wouldn't make any sense. So I don't know what's happening, what's going to happen with the next instalment, but I look forward to checking it out. If you've watched the movie or read the book, please let me know what you thought about it. I'd love to know, and happy reading.